Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of.
This is the cabinet I'm going to be building. Now, on the old units, the instructions were quite clear. On the new ones, that's all I've got for this, an exploded diagram. Should be easy enough to work out. But there's no parts listed for the metal work and everything else. It's just a generic, because obviously there's no doors on this, but it's showing how to do doors. So I'll get it all laid out and I'll try and work out what goes where. Okay, so from the powers of my deduction, this is the cabinet itself. This part, the base, the two sides, the two top braces and the back, and the necessary fixings. That's one drawer with its front and runners. That's the other one with its front and runners. And that's the back from the pictures, and obviously because the fronts are big. And then two bases. Well, at least the bases aren't flimsy. Right, I shall get the cabinet built first, and then move that over to one side. And I just got to find the glue, and then the associated tools I need, and I'll get started. I'm now going to work out how to do these drawers. Well, I did one, the first one, I did it without recording it because the instructions were terrible. And it's taken me a considerable amount of time. And I was expressing myself quite loudly on occasions. So basically, the instructions don't tell you that you need to put these on the outside with the screws, which are tiny little things. Oh, Freya. Whoa.
Have you been eating? Oh dear.
So that's these two bits on, or will be in a second. If I can get it to line up there. Then you put that to one side. And then you got the base. I'm holding loads of screws in one hand. Just need three. And the base goes, not that one, that one. I just got Lillian to come and have a look after I'd done the first one. I would see how she was getting on. That didn't line up. No, wrong one. I was right the first time. That kind of goes there. So that's that bit. Then you have to screw the back on, and it goes that way. And that's the back on. Now, to fit the front, it's relatively similar, but you've got these brackets, and if I move it over here now, it needs to actually be dropped down a little bit, but you can't get to the screws.
Okay. So do you have to take them back off the drawers, attach them and then put them back on the drawers?
Yeah, the instructions actually show, as the exploded thing, these are not already fitted, and you put them on.
Okay.
Okay, right. That was a lot easier than the first time when I did it. And now you have to hook these in. And the weird lot. The weird fitting. And you have to put them in like this, and then force them down into there. Then rotate this bit so it's now like down, and then you adjust them by pushing or pulling to make this sit vertical, but all the time you're straining the screws.
Gotcha. What crazy construction.
Yeah. Now it has. That's actually a lot easier than it was the first time when I did it on my own. Okay, that's the handle on. And then if you come round here, you'll be able to see what adjustments it may or may not need. It's offset. Because the way the hinge went on, the front went on, it's not square, so I'm going to have to adjust that. But it's not touching this side.
Yep.
And it's touching this side, so now what you have to do is hold this. Which way does it want to go? This way. Hold this, but then you have to keep your eye on the bit of the back. That one's that way, that one's that way. Anyway, I can adjust that. Basically, that's it.
We have pan drawers.
Yes.
Good job, well done.
Thank you very much. A bit of adjustment, and then we'll get the feet on. That's the basey bits, legs fitted. And next, I've got to do these, and then need tapping on. And they come with two different clips. The clips that are for if you've got a wooden kickboard, and the clips for if you've got a plastic one like we have. Right, there you go. I haven't adjusted these, and look at that. That's not bad. Next, the cupboard that's over there has now got to be taken apart and brought over here and have some more legs put on it. This one here, the double one, because that's going to be living with the one I just built. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this open one. It would be nice to use it as well, but I think it's just going to be left where it is just for now.
So it's evening and I've come out for something a little bit different. There is an open evening tonight. Allegheny, the town that we live in, has got a new cave house museum, and it's an open evening for us to come and have a look. So that's what I'm here for. And first things first, it's beautiful, but I don't think it's a very good idea to put trees on top of a cave house, but that's my personal opinion. we'll see what it's like inside and what they've done. It's been about 3 years in the making, or the reforming. It was originally a cave here already and they've reformed it. It's got some history to it. I'll find out about it hopefully inside. The story I was told was it was something to do with, there was a hermit lady that used to raise money and look after the children in the town, and they've actually done it as a museum and done it up. Very, very pretty. Just spoke with Sergio, the mayor, and he has explained that this wasn't to do with the hermit. It was a very rich family who actually made wine, and that's why there's a bodega in the back. So in that way, we'll go in and have a look now. The bodega in the back is where the wine was made, and all the workers lived on this side. They have used a product that is lime mixed with white marble powder, and they just removed what was actually loose here and left everything else that was actually solid. So there's a room there which they've set up as a bedroom. Where the roof was loose, they've removed it. There is a concrete floor down, and the electricity is running through the concrete floor, which is why you see these. Well, they go in that way. Another small room in there. Again, they only removed what was loose. And then coming down this way, down into the bodega, that was the water deposit. These poles coming out the ground are where the barrels were. What was loose has been removed, and then apparently it's been sprayed with some sort of gluey product to actually stick it all together. Coming down here through the bodega. So over there is actually a hole up to ground level outside. Grapes were dropped in here, then there was dropped into there where people jumped in and turned them into must, and then wine was into here, and then from there it was put into barrels here. Back where these 2 bedrooms are, or they've got them set up as bedrooms. Hola, buenas. Bien, gracias. ¿Tú?
Muy bien. ¿Qué te gusta la cueva?
Sí, sí, claro.
Más grande.
So that's the bodega in there, and then apparently all the people lived in this area. So they had a couple of bedrooms. Again, they only removed what was actually loose on the roofs, and the mayor says that was good because it actually made the ceilings that much taller, because they were already this height before. I'm trying to show you my height. It's only that height to this. He said it's much better because people are taller now and it's much, much higher. There's a little bread oven, and then looking straight up the chimney, just out like ours. This was random pink, ours was all green. And then going through this way is another room. with an alcove, with shelves in. And then back down towards a living area. And they've kept that, which is lovely. They haven't plastered over that. And that was so that you could have ventilation in from the back through to the front, because this was originally the front door, or one of the front doors. Absolutely fascinating to see somebody else's take on it. And they did also ask about the trees on the roof, and I'll explain that in a bit. This is the entrance to the Cave House Museum. Very, very modern, very pretty. And whilst I was in there, a lady who owns a cave house in town asked the question, and I listened in about the trees on the roof. Apparently they have been encased in a concrete container that's then been lined with something else to make sure that the roots don't potentially cause problems. And everybody's very happy with that. And apparently the type of trees that they are, they only create small roots anyway. But this is beautifully lit.
Got a helicopter flying about, really, really low. I think it's military. I'm trying to stay out of sight, it seems to be doing something or other. Where is it? What's he doing? It's the third time. Ooh, a free air show. You'll get people on the Facebook thing surmising that it's checking out for whoever knows what, probably illegal builds, weird something or others. I don't know, but the conspiracies will start going now. Check it, Lillian, check Facebook in about an hour.
The conspiracies will be mad.
Yes, they will. Brilliant. Some of the local Facebook groups, everybody thinks that the world's against them, and if the clouds are looking funny, they think they've been spied on. There you go. It's just flying around doing his whatever he's doing. Thing is, he didn't wave earlier when I waved at him.
That's rude.
Yes. There you go. Looks like he's off now. He's done his whatever he's doing. Well, I put him where I thought, and I was right, which is brilliant. So now I have Lillian helping me, and Dover's helping me. Well, he's actually not helping, but he thinks he is.
He thinks he is.
Yes.
Don't push me over, mate. You weigh a lot. Go on, off you go. Out the kitchen.
Come on, Dover, mind out the way, dude.
Out the kitchen.
Good boy. Good boy. Yes.
Good boy.
So our measure for how high we want them is that kickboard.
Yes.
So I'll give you to Lillian. I'll try and sort this Dover out.
So you see this height. Oh, he's pushing me over. Height of this kickboard.
Dover, come over here, mate.
Fits in there nicely. We've had to raise the cabinet slightly. It won't fit under here. So this cabinet's going to have to come up that same amount, and that's actually matching what we've got on the other side. So really happy with that. The bubble is in the correct place. We've done it that way and crossways and everything. So we now need to bring this cabinet, as I said, up to match this one. Kickboard will fit under. It fits just, but we have got the clips for attaching it to the legs.
Okay, so the back, we're thinking of
shiplap, tongue and groove, something like that, and then just cladding the back as a piece,
Yeah.
and then staining it, oiling it so it matches the table on the other side.
Yes.
So colour-wise, it's all the same pretty much.
That's it. And the worktop, we'll show you, will be finishing flush with the back, so then it's all joined together.
Yeah. So what I'm going to get Chris to do is tip this cabinet onto its back legs so that I can lengthen these front legs, and then we'll match it to this one here because we know this one is correct. And then we'll tip it this way, and I'll get on the floor on the other side and lengthen the legs.
Yeah. So you're not going to be quite 100% because obviously it's just tipped back.
Yeah.
But it's going to be close.
It'll be it'll be a good start.
Yeah. Excellent. Right. While we're here like this, I'm not going to go and find the clamps we've got. I want to put the screws in there and there to join the two cabinets together.
Okay.
And they are in the bottom of this box.
Awesome sauce.
I'm glad we bought so many of these.
Yes, I know.
Far too many we bought, but
We only had an option of like buy 2 or buy 250.
yeah,
That's all the listing
that
has.
was a crazy amount, wasn't it? Right, now I've just got to line it up. It does go through the hole.
Yeah, let me do it.
Please. Ah, no it doesn't. I need to make holes all the way through.
Oh,
That's annoying, isn't it?
yes.
Because they're too big to go through this top one. Is it gone?
Yes.
Excellent. Right, need to do the same on the other side now. At the bottom, please. Don't want to tighten it up too much, just in case it needs to swivel around. I really want it at the top, but I can't, because on this side is where the hinges attach, where the guide hole is. So what I shall do is I shall put a loose screw this side to screw in, or at the bottom I'm going to do a loose screw that side to screw in.
Okay.
I don't think it actually makes any difference, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. It works in my brain. Because they look the same either way around.
Yes, they do look the same.
Turn the torque down, why don't you, crazy guy? It got to the end of it and the cat still tried to turn. That's better. There you go. They are now connected. They want to be together. Next, I need to drill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes down for when we screw up. Right, so holes are drilled. 6 of them Lillian wanted. I'd have been happy with 8, but 6 it is because we could only find 6 of the screws that I remembered where we'd used them all. We'd used them all down in the outside kitchen. Anyway, right, what I need you to do now, please,
Yes.
is line this up because it is literally just level with the back.
I see, yes.
So it's flush. Yeah?
Yes.
And the overhang is about 2 millimetres this side.
About the same both sides.
Brilliant. Come on, little fella. There's its friend. Right, I'm doing this front one now.
Okay. Just wait a second and make sure it's square to everything else, because we can still pivot if we're not. No, we're square to everything else. Right,
Okay.
coming to lean on the front. That's a bit more like it.
Yeah. Right, let's get this done. It's late in the afternoon. One of our neighbours had a little bit of a mishap with their trailer. They do a market stall. They travel around different markets and they have a stall. And for some reason the brakes didn't lock on the trailer, and it rolled partly down the hill into our fence and then toppled over. Accidents happen. It could have been any number of reasons. These things do happen.
Nobody was hurt. That was the important thing.
No, it was a big noise and the dogs created, and I went out to see what the big noise was, and it looked like somebody was trapped at the trailer. So I told Lillian where I was going. I went down to give them a hand, so I was down there for an hour or so. I'll get on with this now. So we've got this small length and we've got two more full lengths over there.
And it matches exactly with what we have here.
Because it was bought at the same time.
It was bought at the same time. Yes.
So I go and get a saw, and we'll get these cut down to length. What I'm thinking is we use a big one first, and then get one long run done, and see then if it can be cut down for the two sides.
Okay.
And then we've still got another one, because this one's long enough to go here, and we'd only have to cut so much off, and then it's all done. So at the minute we've got it set up at the back with the two offcuts, and we'll have to measure again the other way. It's just so I know where to cut the extra off. So how we're doing it is, we've worked out, because we couldn't remember, is that we need to cut this longer piece here just shy of the width of the foot. So I'm going to mark that, and then we'll unclip it, put it on here, use it as a saw bench, and cut it down to size.
Yes.
Ta-da, no damage to the foil covering.
Nice.
So you can see, if I'd have done it too short, you still got, I don't know if you can tell, there's still a little bit of leeway in it.
Okay, we're going to the floor.
Yep. And then what we'll do is, in a little bit, we'll put the other clip on that once it's in. Is that correct? Yeah?
That one's on.
And this one here. That's it. Look at that. That's in the right place.
Mega.
Okay, so I'll do the same with this one. What I did was I used the width of the pencil from the thickest edge of the foot.
Yes.
So it's like to where the lead goes. So,
Okay, yeah.
So that's just shy. Okay, so that needs to come back off again now. That's it. Ta-da!
That end one hasn't got a hinge on it. Yeah.
I know. Which is alright, because I've got to sweep up anyway. Again, all the mess you've made.
All the mess I've made?
Yep.
Never how I always get into trouble.
It's because you're good at it. which is not going to be easy. Not going to be easy at all. That needs to go on there. See, this won't slide on that way. It'd be brilliant if it did. It might now, actually. Now it's been on once.
Well, that was a minor nightmare.
Yes.
Did manage to make it work, but it involved lifting the cabinet up in the air like you do when you're Superman, somebody getting underneath and making the corners work, but we might work out a way to do it, and I'm not undoing it to show you.
No.
By the magic of camera, here's one we finished earlier.
Yes.
That's me done for painting on day
5,
I think.
Lose track.
But it's fine, it's not hard work, it's just it needs those layers, the really, really thin layers, and it's just in patches. It doesn't take very long.
No.
So yeah, I've done that. Meanwhile, Chris has finished this cabinet to the point that we can. I've got to get the wood for going on the back to finish it off. But that's kind of another project, as it were. The first project was just to have it completed, and you've done a fabulous job.
And it's in use.
It is, it's full already.
Yep. Yesterday I went to the neighbours and fitted a window.
Yes.
Which was great. And they're very happy with that.
Exactly.
And in a few days' time we're having a visitor.
Yes, we are. So we've got to tidy up.
Yes.
It's amazing how it prompts you to clean things, you know, you've got people coming to visit.
Yeah, I hate this cleaning business.
I know. Anyway guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up, we would really appreciate it. Comment as ever below. Thank you to everybody who sent comments about my state of health and what have you. I do really appreciate everything. And we will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.